Well, as you can see, it's a loaded package,
Indeed
so
it
let's
is.
get it started.
All right, but before we begin the show, I'd like to warn you first. Some of the images you might be seeing on the show today might contain flash photography, and that's to our sensitive viewers.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. I'm Anne Nwawadu.
And I'm Ogechiku Osi. It's already 10 years former First Lady of Nigeria, Chief Mrs. Stella Obasanjo, passed on. But just like yesterday, her memories remain fresh in the heart of her loved ones as they put together a special service in her honor.
Ten years after the death of Nigeria's former First Lady, Chief Mrs. Stella Obasanjo, memories of her life and times were rekindled by family members, friends and dignitaries across the country at a memorial Thanksgiving service held at the Chapel of Christ, the Glorious King in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, southwest Nigeria. The late Chief Mrs. Stella Obasanjo was the wife of the former president of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, who alongside their son Olumuyiwa Obasanjo led other members of the Obasanjo family from Abeokuta and the Abebe family from Iruekwe in Edo State for this special moment aimed at remembering her and all she stood for 10 years after she died in a Spanish hospital.
Listen, I tell you a mystery. We will not all sleep, but we will all be changed. In a flash, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet.
Family members, friends, and those whose lives she touched in a positive way seized the ample opportunity provided by the occasion to express their gratitude to God for a life well spent. Starting off with her younger brother, chairman of Indocon Nigeria Limited, Mr. John Abebe.
She, to her memory, was a person who was extremely happy all the days of her life. The days in which she was not happy and something drastic had to be going on. I used to say to people who didn't know her very well that if you wanted to be friends with her, you wanted her to love you, just try and make her laugh.
She was a mother of all, regardless of ethnicity and religious differences. It took me some time to realize that she was not the mother of all the other children in the family.
A lot of positive things were said about the late First Lady and all she stood for. Little wonder the caliber of personalities who graced the occasion. They include the Governor of Ogun State, Ibikunle Amosun, former governors of Osun and Cross River State, Chief Olagosoye Oyinlola and Mr. Donald Duke, the Chairman and Vice Chairman of Channels Television, Mr. John and Mrs. Shola Momo. Others include Senator Ben Moray Bruce, Senator Daisy Danjuma, former NNPC Managing Director Funsho Kupolokun, and former Bank of Industry boss Mrs. Evelyn Oputu, among others. Former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo led other members of the congregation for a Thanksgiving. The occasion did not end without the former president speaking so well of his late wife.
We missed her dearly. We missed her dearly. On both sides of the aisle, on the Obasanjo side of the family, and on the Abebe side of the family. Our memory will remain fresh
And with that short speech, the service came to a close. The reception started off right away as more guests joined in the celebration of the life and times of Chief Mrs. Stella Obasanjo. During her lifetime, she touched the lives of many through her foundation, the Child Care Trust, founded to help the less privileged ones, as more eminent persons here, like the chairman of the occasion, Senator Ben Murray Bruce, and wife of a Senate President, Mrs. Toyin Saraki, who represented the First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Buhari, delivered her speech, testifying of the impactful life she lived.
As we remember the glorious life that she lived, we continue to pray to Almighty God to grant her eternal rest and to continue to strengthen the family led by His Excellency, former President Stella Obasanjo.
She had something very special about her. She was unusual and she was different.
To further immortalize her, a book titled Stella, The Journey and Her Legacy, written by Okweyemi Okoye, about the late First Lady was launched at the occasion. Finally, there was cultural presentation by Olusegun Obasanjo drama troupe to entertain everyone. The late Chief Mrs. Stella Obasanjo hails from Irekwe in Esan West, Edo State. She began her education at Our Lady of Apostles Primary School and later proceeded to St. Teresa's College. She obtained her West African School Certificate in 1964 with Grade 1. 2 years later, she obtained the Higher School Certificate and was admitted to the University of Ife for a bachelor's degree in English from 1967 to 1969. That same year, she went to the United Kingdom to complete her studies, this time in insurance in London. She is survived by her husband, son, siblings, and aged parents.